Hi guys, so I have a question for you. How many of you have been through some difficult things these past few years? I'm telling you, I feel like ever since the pandemic, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, politically, in people's families. I've been seeing such an attack on people's lives, people's health, people's marriages, even on family. And, these times are very challenging. These are times of uncertainty. And at moments like this, where do you turn? Many people are battling in silence. Many people have questions that they're wondering, and they're like, where's God? Especially when you're going through a dark moment, you're like, where is God? And I've been there. I've been through some very challenging seasons, and it's only by the grace of God that I'm still here. And even me speaking is a testimony of God's goodness. Some people may know, may not have known, but I even had to have oral surgery earlier this year, and I was unable to speak. It was a very challenging time, but I made it, right? And I want you to know that whenever you're going through something difficult, you're going to get through this. What came to break you is not going to break you. It's going to actually give you a breakthrough. And when you're going through times like this, it is so important that you surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you, people that are going to speak life. There was a season in my life many years ago that I went through a very dark season. It was right after my miscarriage, and I went to visit a church. It was for a women's meeting, and at that time Prophetess Asha was there. I didn't know her, she didn't know me, and she followed me as I was walking out, and she was like, God has a word for you. And that word shifted my life. That word helped me propel into my future. And that's how God will work. God will use people on this earth to shift your life. God will use people to speak life into you when you're going through a moment where you feel lifeless. God will use people to bring hope to you when you're going through a hopeless moment. And that's what we want to do. We want to speak life into you. We want to give you joy. We want to share with you strategies and tips that we went through to overcome some of these life challenges, and just have a transparent conversation. Be vulnerable with one another. That's the thing I think that's missing. People only share the good times. People only share the highlights. People only share, things that are going great, but no one sits and talk about those tough moments, those difficult moments when you do want to walk out, when you do want to give up. But God has called us to persevere, and God has called us to keep going, to fight the good fight of faith. And that's what we want to do. We want to come together. We want to share with you things, and those moments that you want to quit, we've come to say, keep going, keep fighting. This too shall pass. This will not end in death, but it shall end in life. Because Jesus Christ came to give you life, and life more abundantly. And I'm even sitting here in my car as moms. Some of you know, you all have your moments where you want to just be in your secret place, your quiet place. And that's what it is for me. Sometimes it's in the car ride. Sometimes it's the moments that we are with God. And that's okay to have those places. And it's okay to, speak when everyone tells you to be silent. It's important that we talk about these trauma triggers. It's important that we talk about these generational curses. It's important that we talk about these things that are being kept secret, because the enemy doesn't want to expose certain things. But when you come to God and you are transparent and you confess with one another, then I'm telling you, something great is going to come out of this. What the enemy meant for your harm, God will use for your good. And that's what we're going to do. We've been in our secret place. We've been very close to God. And God is releasing us to come out and have these conversations, these dialogues with one another. And I'm so honored and humbled that Prophetess Asha and the Prophet's Keep asked me to share about my experience. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a powerful encounter. It's going to be transformational, because when you got God in the mix, one word can shift your entire life. One word can change your destiny. And if you need life, and if you're going through something challenging, or you know of someone that's going through something challenging, share the event with them. I'm telling you, you never know what God can do. And I believe it, because God has worked many miracles in my life. Me even being here is a miracle. And I know that you need a miracle, and I know the miracle worker. So I invite you to join us on August 24th We are going to be doing an online event. It is online, so you can reach everyone in the entire planet. It's going to be through Eventbrite. It is a small seed that you're going to sow in, but I'm telling you, you're going to reap a harvest. You're going to receive a double fold of what you sowed, because we're coming into God's grounds, and we're coming in and doing something great for the kingdom of God. So I invite you. I hope that you would join us. We're going to be in prayer about it, and I know that the best is yet to come with Jesus. So I hope to see you. God bless you.